Welcome to TYROLIT Tool School. As you can see, today we are not in our familiar TV studio. No, today we are outside. The reason why we are outside is because today we're going to be talking and demonstrating rail cutting. Rail cutting means that there's going to be a lot of sparks, much more sparks than what we are used to if you work with a normal angle grinder. So we had to move this outside. So we are at the area from TYROLIT to show you our rail cutting discs. When I say we, I mean we, that's me and Christian. Christian is our expert when it comes down to rail cutting. He's the guy that knows everything about it, I guess.
Hello, Johan.
Hello, Christian. So he's going to do the exercise and explain how it actually goes. The whole goal from this exercise is to introduce our new Cerabond X cutting disc for rails. The new Cerabond X is the newest member in the family of Cerabond X. Is, as the word it says, it has a ceramic grain, which means that it's going to cut fast. Also, the bonding system that we have for the disc is going to give a long lifetime. And this is basically what we want to show you today. During the whole exercise with the machine, with Christian, with the rail, that we have a disc that cuts fast, long and comfortable. But you will see that in a minute. Now, where are we going to compare this disc with? It's going to be a disc that is sold quite a lot in rail cutting, is our standard rail cutting disc. A disc is absolutely a very common, very normal, absolutely used a lot, sold a lot. So people are happy with that. But we wanted to show you something that goes the limit, goes all the way to the other side in speed, lifetime and comfort during the operation. So, Christian, as I can see, what we have here is a petrol cutter. Now, when I say petrol cutter, what is it that we need from this petrol cutter?
So one of the most important thing what we need is power.
Power, okay.
This cutting machine has a power from 5.8 kilowatts and a speed from 100 meters per second.
Okay. Well, there's no, I need to elaborate on that one. I use the word elaborate, that's nice. So 100 meters a second is quite important. The reason why that is quite important is because a normal angle grinder runs at maximum 80 meters a second. So that means you need to have discs that are designed for this speed. You need to have a disc that can run at 100 meters a second. So that is already important. The second thing that he said, 5.8 kilowatt, that is quite a lot of power. Now, Christian, help me if I'm wrong. So the disc works best with that kind of power. So that means that if I use a machine with less power, I need more pressure.
Yes.
You need more pressure to work, which means that the disc is gonna wear down faster.
Yes.
It gets smaller faster.
Yes.
So
And you need more time
yes,
for
so
cutting.
it will be slower.
Yeah.
It will not last as long, and it will be less comfortable because you need more pressure. So it does pay off to get the machine with the right amount of power in order to get the best result possible with the cutting disc. So it is an important element in the whole thing, is to have the right tool with the right disc. It needs that combination, the right tool with the right cutting disc, the Cerabond X for instance in this case, to get the best out of it, get the maximum out of it. Now, I see you're all set up there. You have all what is necessary.
Yes.
The shoes are protected,
Yes.
the leather apron, the gloves, and of course the full facial protection to do the job. Also, the disc that is on the machine is our standard disc for rail cutting, where we're going to do the first trial with. So we're going to measure the time that is being taken to do the cut, and then afterwards we'll discuss the result and we'll change to the Cerabond X to show how that disc works after that. All right?
Yes.
Christian, go it.
So.
Do it. Well done, Christian. Well, to do the cut, we landed at 1 minute 29 seconds to do the cut with the standard disc for rail cutting. So now we're going to change the disc. We're going to move a little bit forward with the fork, and then we do the second cut with the Cerabond X. Marcus, thank you. As I said, a full pit crew today. Absolutely, everything's in. I feel like a racing team now. It's amazing, fun. So one of the things that I also now need to tell you about how Christian was cutting is very important, is this oscillating cut. You need to have this oscillating cut in order to work properly, in order to have the nice straight cut, and so on and so on. Why do I specify this? Is the reason why if you would not do that, if you would not do the oscillating, you're gonna have a disc that's not gonna work properly. You need to do that in order to get the best result out of it. Otherwise, you might have a disc that starts glazing over the workpiece. Unfortunately, I've seen people doing that, and it just doesn't pay off. You need to oscillate with the disc during the cutting to get the best out of it. And if everything works well at a certain point, what they will do is they will even go turn the machine upside down to work all the way to the end of the lifetime of this to get the maximum out of that. And this is quite extraordinary when you see stuff like that happening when they get to the end of lifetime of disc, that they switch over with the machine in order to get the maximum out of that. So this is kinda cool. We're almost ready to do the second cut with the Cerabond X. The Cerabond X with, as I said before, with the ceramic grain in there, with the new bonding system, and also the glass fiber reinforcement, which has been optimized in order to get the best out of the disc. So there we go. Christian, yes. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Very good. Then I would say do some cutting.
Let's
Thank you. Dan zit ze ook al die tas erop. Wow, Christian, that's quite impressive. 1 minute and 9 seconds in comparison to 1:29. So that's quite a difference. But it's not the only difference. I also noticed that with the standard disc, there was much more dust developing.
It was less fine cutting. It was slower.
Slower. Yes.
Yes.
And because of that, you have more wear on the disc, so you have more dust development.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. So now we're going to see how the disc looks like and how they refer to each other in diameter. See how much wear we had on the Cerabond X disc and how much wear we had on the other one. Thank you, Marcus. So that's going to be interesting. But just on time alone, it's already proven that the disc for the same work, it works faster. For the same cut, it makes you win already time. Now, if we start doing that, so you have less time for a cut, which is going to be, well, saving money. Then we'll see how it's on the lifetime. I'm quite confident that also there it should be good. Now, as you know, we're talking about rail cutting disc. Is this the only thing we have? Oh, let's get down to business. That was fast. Look at that. Look at that. This is the difference. Both of them done one cut. This is the standard one. This is the Cerabond X. I'll put them again together. This is the difference on one cut. So that means that not only are you gonna be faster with the Cerabond X, you're also gonna be using the disc much longer in comparison to this. Christian, you told me before that at one point you've done trials, you were doing trials outside, and you've got 9 cuts out of the disc?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So with that disc, he did 9 cuts. Was that with also turning the machine upside down? Like turning it over?
At the 6th cut.
At the 6th cut.
At the 6th
so
cut.
you went over, okay.
Yep.
So 9 cuts have been done with a disc like that. On stuff like this, that is impressive. That is so yes, this is a disc that will allow you to save time because of changing, because of the lifetime, but also because of the speed of the disc. So the ceramic grain and the bonding system does pay off. Cerabond X does do the job as it should be. Now, as I said, it's not the only thing we have for rail cutting. We have much more than that. So we have a complete video with the whole assortment of products that we have for rail cutting. What do I mean by that? That can be the cups that are being used on the machines for the sides of the railroad tracks. That can be on other materials being used for railroads, abrasive materials that we have there. There's a full film over that you can watch, that you can find on internet. So it's more than just the rail cutting disc, the Cerabond X or the standard. So there's much more, and that is all shown in that video. So I think we've done everything we wanted to do.
Yeah.
I would say thank you very much for joining us today for our rail cutting outside of the studio. I would like to say thank you, Christian, very much for helping.
You're welcome,
was absolutely
Johan.
amazing. This was cool. We need to do this again, absolutely.
Yes.
So thank you for watching, and we're looking forward to seeing you next time at TYROLIT Tool School. You take care, all the best. Bye bye.
Bye bye.